Rangers. Nixon Muvili comes in for Kepson Kamanga. Benedict Chapeshi is not part of the team this afternoon. Instead, it's Prosper Chiluya who starts. Saddam Yusufi will be not part of the team. Instead, Twiza Chaibela, who scored the match winner in the game against Forest Rangers, starts. And there's no space for El Sutra Lukasu Shimenga. Instead, Francis Simwanza makes a return, having had a long layoff because of injury. Buildcon Football Club in their last game managed to beat Nkwazi by 1-0. They've got a change in the goalkeeping department where Prince Malekani is not starting. Instead, it's Benson Mwale between the sticks. Jonathan Manongo has been sent to the subs bench. Instead, Africa Vinga stands. Luvinda Mundia, their leading goal scorer, is not part of the team. He is a player from Red Arrows on loan to Buildcon Football Club, thus not able to play this afternoon. Instead, Christopher Chola takes up the place. Christopher Chola will lead the attack, the player on loan from Green Eagles in this 4-3-3 formation. Kizito Keizron on the left is one player you can look out for the creative play, not forgetting Ronald Olaki on the right. Like I said, Special Forces called in for special duties. FIFA referee Gianni Sikas, his second game since coming back from the Cup of Nations, is the referee. Dana Chikotesha, FIFA first assistant, and there's also FIFA representation in Chiwoyu Sinyangwe. Gift Hamayua is the fourth official. Chisi Mudala Mbewe, he's got about 8 games that he has to stay home and be strong to see off this Red Arrow side to be crowned champions. But whether that will happen, we'll wait and see. Twiza Chaibela scored the winner last week for Red Arrows coming off the bench, and today the coach decided he should start. And of course, Alan Kapila has been strong at the heart of the defense for Red Arrows, man of the match award winner in the game against Forest Rangers last week, in which Arrows, yet again, for the third time in a row, are coming from behind to force a match into a draw, or at least win that particular match. Spider-Man John Lungu is the coach for this Buildcon Football Club. He comes back, the former Zambian international. Until recent was coach for the Copperbelt provincial side in Ron United. But now Spider-Man in charge of the business. Kizito Kezron in the first 11 this afternoon, the Ugandan prized player for the Buildcon Football Club. But at the heart of the defense, Kanamuli Sevelini Kapilimba is the captain. So Sikazwe, all eyes on him. Waiting for the cue sign here, and here we go now for the first half of this round 26 match. It is red hot. Current log leaders up against 5th place Team Kopala Buildcon Football Club in this round 26 of the MTN Fast Super League match. And we're coming to you live from the Nkoloma Stadium in Lusaka, Zambia. I'm your match commentator Matimba Nkonje. I've got the pleasure to host in commentary position Rodwo Bwezanimbewe Jr., who will be giving us the expert analysis this afternoon. Buildcon, no easy opposition for Arrows this afternoon.
Well, basically, it's that exciting game that we have. Red Arrows starting counting the road, if they are able to actually grab that title that they did in 2004. From the 9 games that they have to play, they need 8 wins, and their title is theirs. For Buildcon, they'll definitely be pushing for that top 4 position. Yes, even coming into this game, they are in the right position to break into the top 4. Of course, waiting for whatever will be happening elsewhere, but what they need to do is win this game and get into the top 4.
Placide Boleke Weta to whip in this one for Buildcon Football Club, headed out by George Simbayambaya. Placide now. Shot taken. Of course, another player that Buildcon is missing, apart from Luvinda Mundia, is Patrick Dudengoma, Zephania Piri, not forgetting Gift Lukwesa, all tight and cannot feature in this match. Control now by Joseph Piri for Arrows. Good ball now, looking for the run from Twiza Chaibela, but captain safety first, Kanamuli Sevelini Kapilimba, the 30-year-old captain for Buildcon Football Club. Throw taken, controlled by Ricky Banda, leading goal scorer for Red Arrows, trying to get Prosper Chiluya. It's a surprising decision that Red Arrows have made on that left-back position, but we can also confirm that missing out this afternoon is James Jemba Chamanga, out with a mouth fever. Wishing him a quick and complete recovery. Now, Simwanza, good ball now. He did receive, but the pass not getting to Ricky Banda. Control good from Ronald Olaki, the Ugandan. There was a time when Buildcon Football Club would have number 1 to 11 all foreigners, including the coach. But this is Kizito Kezron. Extension in the midfield. We'll go for the advantage too for the Red Arrows Football Club. That ball coming off from Humphrey Kabinga. Kalumba. Trezor Shibwabwa. Partnership beginning to work out between Trezor Shibwabwa and Alan Kapila. Big boot forward, looking for the run from Ricky Banda to be met, but cover is good from Kanamuli Sevelini Kapinimba. From what we've seen so far, looks like it will be a fast-paced game, Bwezani.
Yeah, exactly. It is starting so pacey, and of course, so far, Red Arrows looking like they're actually going for it. Yes, Buildcon will have to settle down quickly and just calm the nerves, because this Red Arrows side, of course, they are so much on confidence. Just lost one game in the last 20 games in the first MTN Super League. So you can practically see that they have the tidings on their side. But this is a Buildcon side who won't sleep. They know exactly what is at stake for them.
Speaking of which, when these two sides met round 9, October 31 last year, in the first meeting, this being the reverse fixture, it was Buildcon Football Club new and Red Arrows new. That game that was played at the Levi Monasa Stadium in Ndola. But overall, between these two sides, remember Buildcon Football Club, having started out as AM Wodi, made its entry to the Zambian Super Division in 2017. And since 2017, this is the 9th meeting between these two sides, because Buildcon Football Club slowly getting into the history books as one of those two sides that since winning promotion have not gone down. Remember, there are teams that come in as visitors, yo-yo performers in, out, but Buildcon really have shown some stability, and credit to them, because since 2007 they even made a debut appearance in the Continental Club football. But now here there's some danger here. A chance, good save by Benson Mwale. Oh, Ricky Banda would have easily brought it in, but Benson Mwale, basic rule, not giving chance to Ricky Banda.
Yeah, exactly. Very good opportunity that is, and definitely agree with you. That ball was supposed to be brought into play. It was going to cause a bit of havoc there. Yeah, that position was very difficult. The line was already closed up.
Offside flag already up at the time. Arrows were hoping to get a shot. Flag was already up from first assistant Dana Chikotesha. She's actually a dean of students at one of the universities in Lusaka, so it's not only the football that comes to the fore here. 5 minutes played. And of course, this afternoon, Arrows captained by the experienced George Simbaya Mbaya. So I was saying, sorry, Bwezani.
Well, this game just tells us how bad getting players on loan is, because seriously speaking, Buildcon has been done disservice of one of their top scorers in Luwinda Mundia, and they need to actually manage to do that without him. Talking about Buildcon, the second team actually from Ndola to break into the CAF Confederations Cup, beating the Long Forest Rangers, established in 1975, but they came into the scene immediately within the short period of time, broke into the CAF Confederations Cup. So that's how good Buildcon has been in their new life in the Super League.
Good link-up play now. Alassane Diarra, good side, it's a goal! That is neat play from Red Arrows. And Alassane Diarra, the Malian, his second for the season. I'm loving the way Red Arrows are coming up with a link play, something similar to what we saw when they scored in the game against Forest Rangers. Sutra then, but now Alassane Diarra with the first and a first goal, second one for the season.
The confidence is very clear into this Red Arrows side. You can see the movements of the way they just know the positions of that. And at that point, Alassane Diarra had no choice. He needed to slot it in. What a precise touch that one was. And Buildcon could not do anything about that at that time. Yes. There's this confidence that is this Red Arrows side. And you can see that unity. Look at the technical bench. There's something special about Red Arrows this season. They could just be ruminating those memories of 2004 coming up. They lead early hours.
Alassane with the goal. Diarra for Arrows. Red hot one. Timu Kopalani. But there's just something that has changed about this Red Arrows. But I'll tell you, from the little interaction I've had in the Arrows setup, I think the fact that they participated in the continental football where they're bombed out by Simba Sports Club has just made them be a different side.
Exactly. Also, the introduction of the technical manager in Oswald Ntapa looks to have actually sparred more things into that technical bench. Yes, most of the time watches the games in the stands here. There's just so much confidence into this Red Arrow side, and Buildcon are going to have a busy afternoon. They'll have to settle very fast to disturb something about Red Arrows, because if they let them play their game, even without the veteran James Chamanga, Red Arrows looks very dangerous.
We'll keep you posted with what's happening at the various venues as well. It's a lot of activity, like Bwezani keeps saying. There may just be some more trouble here. Alassane Diarra. Could this be number 2 for Arrows? Oh, the ball stuck to his boot. But released the ball earlier there, Alassane Diarra.
And this is what wins bring to the fans. All of a sudden, Red Arrows fans have just added in number. You can clearly see whatever is going on. Electric situation at Nkoloma Stadium. Whatever this motivation is coming from, Red Arrows looks good. But the tempo surely should be raised from this Buildcon side, who need to up their game because they can seriously compete. They've done that, they've been undermined, but they've gotten to closer to top 4, and that's where they are. They are in the points of the top 4, remember, coming into this game. Only goal difference separates them.
Alassane Diarra. Ball looking for Ricky. Goalkeeper had come out, quickly tracks back. Kapilimba. Infield control from Christon Jere. Been stung his Buildcon side. Humphrey Kabinga. Left brings in Lineo Bongong. Control good from Ronald Olaki. Vincent. Trezoshi Wawa. Stopping that one in the process, fouled by Ronald Olaki. Well, the only game so far that has kicked at 3, giving us a goal.
Well, there will be tussles there, and Red Arrows have to be good as well. Yes, in attack, seems to be one-sided, but there are those always threats that show up with this Buildcon side.